Okay, this video is going to explain why they are using the Haarp transmitters on the West Coast to create drought in certain states and not in other states. I'm just going to talk about these ones that are right now in severe drought: Oregon, Nevada, New Mexico, and Kansas. Now you can look at their drought condition, and it's actually pretty much, they're all in the same kind of drought condition. Now why would they be focusing on these four states to have them all in severe drought, or extreme drought actually? Let me show you why. It's because there are 5 types of water rights law in the United States. And these states, Kansas, Nevada, New Mexico, Oregon, all have the thing called the prior appropriation rule, meaning that the first guy who drills a well has the rights to the water. So that means that these early settlers who drilled wells, they have sold their water rights to these billionaires. So now the billionaires own the water in these states. So as they destroy the surface water, people are forced to use irrigation water, and as those wells dry up, people are then forced to go to the original water rights owner and say, "Hey, can I have some water, please?" And then the billionaires say, "Oh, sure, but it'll cost you 10 times, 50 times what you were paying with your own well." So again, this is the water rights situation of Kansas, Nevada, New Mexico, Oregon. Let's look at the map again. Kansas, Nevada, New Mexico, Oregon, all in extreme drought. And this is man-made by the Haarp transmitters, the one in Gacona and the one off the Pacific coast. And I've recently found one in the Gulf Coast. So, and Texas is in a class all by itself. Texas has the absolute dominion state law governing the water rights. And absolute dominion permits a landowner to intercept groundwater that would otherwise be available to a neighboring water user, and even to monopolize the yield of an aquifer without incurring liability. In other words, the person that owns the water rights in Texas is like a king. That water, wherever it may be, is their personal property, and they can absolutely prevent you from using it. That's why Texas is in this exceptional drought condition. And if you see my other videos about the driving around in the Texas Dust Bowl, which was just, 3 days ago, it's not like 1920s or something. So this is why the Haarp transmitter is being used 5, 8, 15 times a day to shut down rainstorms in the western half of the United States. And again, they can only reach the Dallas to Fargo line. And look where the drought is. So folks, either you stand up for your rights, or they take your water, then they take your land, then you'll be living in some little tiny place where they'll take your air, they'll take your food, they take your life. So it's really important that people learn what the hell's going on.